What's up everyone, Games Apprentice back with another Steam Deck tutorial, and this week I'm going to be showing you how to get the Epic Games Store on your Steam Deck. If you've already followed my previous Steam Deck videos such as my Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, then you'll have no problem with this one, as this one is the easiest one yet. So if, like me, you've been picking up free Epic games for the past few years, it's finally time to make use of them. If you do have any problems with this tutorial, sound off in the comments and I'll try my best to help you out. Now, if you followed my PlayStation Plus installation tutorial, you should already have Proton installed. If you don't, here's how you do it. So firstly, you need to go back to desktop mode by clicking on power and go and switch to desktop. Once you're in desktop mode, click on the Discover icon at the bottom, the little handbag. In Discover, click on the search icon and then type in Proton into the search bar at the top. To bring up the on-screen keyboard, it's just Steam button and X. Select Proton up Qt and click Install in the top right. It shouldn't take long to install it. Once you've installed it, just click on Launch in the top right. Select Add Version from the bottom left. And then in the drop-down box, select GE Proton 8.4. If there's a newer version, you can try that as well, but this is the one that I've tested that I know that works. So you can't go wrong with this one. Click Install, and then that'll take a few minutes to install. Once it's done, you can move on to step 2. Now we're going to install the Epic Games installer. If you don't already have a web browser, just use the discovery method we used in step 1, but instead of searching for Proton, search for something like Edge or Firefox and install that. In the web browser, search for Epic Games and then head over to the Epic Games website. In the top right corner of the site, it says Get Epic Games in a blue box. Click on that to start the download, and then you're ready to move on to step 3. Open up Steam and click Add Game at the bottom and select Add Non-Steam Game. Click Browse and then navigate to your Downloads folder. Remove everything from the filter box and then you should see the Epic Games MSI file. Select it and then press Open. You should now see it in the list with a tick next to it. Click Add Selected Programs at the bottom, and then it's time to move on to step 4. Firstly, find the Epic installer in Steam. It'll be named something like this. Right click on it or click the cog and go to Properties. Select Compatibility and tick the Force button. In the drop-down, select GE Proton 8-4. It probably works fine with later versions and some earlier versions too, but this is what I've personally tested it with. Click Play to launch the installer and then follow any on-screen prompts. Once it's finished installing, head back into the Properties menu and select Shortcut this time. From the File Browser icon, the folder next to the shopping bag at the bottom. Firstly, you'll need to locate the .local folder. By default, this should be in your home directory, not to be confused with a directory named home. You can either click on home on the left to take you there, or type /home/deck into the address bar. Once there, click .local. If you can't see it, click on the burger icon and be sure to tick Show Hidden Folders. Then click Share, followed by Steam, followed by Steam Apps, then click Compact Data. If this is the first thing you've installed, there should only be one numbered folder in here. If it isn't, then you'll need to sort by the latest first and then head into the first folder. Once in there, click PFX, then Drive C, then Program Files x86, then Epic Games, followed by Launcher, Portal, Binaries, Win32. Once in here, locate the Epic Games Launcher.exe and right-click it. Select Copy Location. Head back over to Steam and go back to the properties for the Epic Games. Highlight everything between the quotes in the target box, but not the quotes, and paste. Copy everything now in the target box, including the quotes, and then highlight everything in the Start inbox and paste. Now highlight Epic Games Launcher.exe at the end of the Start inbox, leaving the / and the quotes, and cut it. Or, if you're using the keyboard, just remove it. You should now have two identical boxes, except one's got Epic Games Launcher.exe and the other doesn't. Make sure those double quotes are still there at the start and the end, and if anything goes wrong, this is the most likely step where it's gone wrong. Once you're happy, restart Steam. Click on the controller icon on the right hand side. Change the controller option to gamepad with mouse trackpad to make a few adjustments. This is an optional step, but it's going to make operating the Epic Games menu a lot easier. Select right trackpad as mouse. In the second row, R-click, select right stick click. Select mouse at the top, and select left mouse click. Change left trackpad behaviour from directional pad to scroll wheel. Select the clockwise command and change that to mouse scroll wheel down. For the counterclockwise command, select scroll wheel up. Press B until you get back to this screen, and then select Apply Settings with X. Click play and launch it. It should now do an update. Once it's finished installing the update, it should give you a bunch of login options. Now with these, I found the direct Epic Games login worked the best. Steam's okay, but was a little slow, and the Xbox One just hung for me longer than I was willing to wait. Once you are logged in, you'll notice it doesn't look that great, the resolution's a bit off, and the screen size is wrong. This is only a problem on the storefront. Once you're in the game, it feels like any other game on the Steam Deck. The other issue, and this is my personal gripe that puts me off using it that much, is that you can't download games in the background. So unless you've got an extremely fast internet connection and very small games, you're going to spend a lot of time looking at this screen. You may want to go into your settings and prevent your Steam Deck from going into sleep mode when you're downloading games, so you can just leave your Steam Deck alone. The first weekend I had my Steam Deck, I couldn't use it because I was downloading Assassin's Creed Odyssey, only for it to run like utter crap, so it's also advisable to have a look online first, if it's a big game, to see if it's going to be working or if it's going to waste your time. So there you have it. I hope this video has been helpful, and if it has and you managed to get it working, click the like button and let me know in the comments, as your feedback really does help me improve my tutorials. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button for more content like it, and hopefully I'll catch you next time.